What is up, Pyromaniacs? Pyrostasis here, and today we're going to be doing kind of a multi-guide. First off, I guess the big header is I'm going to show you how to make a boat. Then I'm going to show you how to kind of handle your workers, buy houses, craft complex items, etc., etc. It's kind of complicated, but that's basically Black Desert Online for you. All right, so we are here in Vela. If you haven't seen it already, I have another guide up that shows you guys how to get all of the questing for crafting, training, everything, all the side quests, which you don't normally get. Once you get those, you need to come down here and do the fishing quests. The fishing quests for Creo, Croy, and right here, Abelin. Now, those three guys seem to be the dudes who will move you in this general direction. Now, if you do the quests, that's going to make it a little bit easier on you. I don't believe you have to do the quests, but if you do the quests, then you're going to get some contribution, which you need desperately to do most of these things. You're going to get items that you wouldn't necessarily get, and it'll kind of give you a basic tutorial for everything. Anyways, let's show you how to do it regardless. You're going to want to press M on your keyboard. That's going to pull up your map. Click on Vela, and you're going to notice in here all these different houses. Now, you are going to need these houses as time goes on because you're going to be basically... These are where you're going to be housing your workers, where you're going to be residing personally, where you're going to have your refineries built, you're going to have your shipyard built, etc., etc. So... For me personally, these are my houses. All the ones in white I own, the ones in blue I don't, and the ones in black I can't get yet. I believe I have to get these set up first. You're going to need some houses with lodging. So, for instance, right now, let's say we click on Vela over here. This one is Vela number 4, and you can see it has storage, horse ranch, weapon workshop, armor workshop, and a residence. That means you can have any of these things as the house's specialization. So if you want more storage stuff, you can see right here, 3 more storage space at level 1, 5 more storage space at level 2. So that'd give you a total of 8 extra storage, like a whole new row, which is really nice if you're a crafter or a trader. And the cool thing is there's multiple houses here that can do that. You can get storage level 2 here for another 8. That's 16. You can get 16 at this house. And some of these also you can do it as well if you want to redo them. Keep in mind, though, if you're wanting to do some crafting, you have to be careful what you pick. Now, if for whatever reason you decide you don't want like the storage, you can switch at any time. There is a time, like a build time, so it may take anywhere from 5 minutes to 2 hours, 5 hours. It just kind of depends on how complex. Obviously, the higher up you get, the longer it's going to take. So a few things to point out. One, you are going to need a residence for you personally if you need to place the crafting bench yourself. And for these, I'm talking stuff like cooking, alchemy, things along those lines. The residence is the only house that you, or at least that I'm aware of at the moment. Keep in mind, the game's still brand new. It's very complex, and there's a lot of stuff that I'm still learning. But the residence, which is right here, is the only one where you can edit. So, I've got my little cooking utensils set up here. And I click on placement mode, and now I'm in here, and I can edit my house and set it up. I can edit this house. I can't edit these houses, even though they're mine too. All right, so let's go ahead and exit out of this. Now, just to show you what I'm talking about, this right here is my lodging house. This is where I keep some of my my folks. So click here, click visit, and you can see up in the top center, there's nothing. So can't set up those type of crafting stations in the other houses. All right, so let's, you guys are here for the boats. Let's talk about that. All right. So what you have to do to get the boats is a couple things. First off, you need a refinery. The refinery is how you process basic materials into more complex materials. So for instance, turning rough stone into black stone powder, which I guess is what they use for pitch, to like seal a boat. I believe it's also how you can make planks, but I'm not entirely sure about that. So you will need a refinery. You're also going to need lodging. This is where you can get more workers. So you're going to need some lodging points to have workers. The more workers you have, the easier it gets for you. because boats are not, a simple thing that you just duct tape together. You're gonna need quite a few. Well, you don't have to have it, but if you have more workers, the faster it'll go, because you can work on more parts at once. Okay, so once you get some of these built up, you're going to start noticing new houses are going to unlock, and eventually you're going to gain access to Vela first floor 3-2 and Vela second floor 3-2. The second floor is where the shipyard is actually at. And that's what you need to build. The shipyard will allow you to basically do everything you want, and you're going to need a tool workshop most likely for basic tools and such while you're doing this. You don't have to have it. I mean, you can go buy your own tools if you want. But these are a little bit higher quality, I believe. Don't hold me to that. Yeah, you can see right here, this is a sharp lumber axe. So you can make better tools at this place than you can purchase, which I believe leads to better stuff. All right, so you can see right here in the shipyard, we have a raft kind of working right now. You can see it's 2 of 28. So we're gonna go ahead and click on Manage Crafting here. This is gonna pull up a list of our workers right here and the list of the items that we need. And up here on the top, this is where the different boat is. So I can click left and right and you can see, like we can make a ferry if we want, but we have to make all of these. So that's 10 times of blackstone powder, 10 times of ash sap, 10 times lead ingots, 20 times ash plywood, and 10 times of I almost said unsable, but that's usable scantling. It's early when you misread usable. Anyways, so you can see right here, we need 25 logs and we need 3 blackstone powder. So you can see our list of workers that are available at the moment. You can manually click these things and click start work. Once you do, they'll start the work. Now, once you've done that, if you come back out here to the main screen, you can click over here. And you can see my goblin worker, he just finished those. So I need 2 or more of these. Cannot assign any more tasks to the worker. That's interesting. I wonder why that is. Usually you can come here and click repeat. Maybe it won't let you do it for these. I think that's more for, what do you call it? That's more for the nodes and such. Anyways, I'll just show you how to do it. You click on blackstone powder, or if you want logs, you click on the worker that you want and you click start. It's going to show you the distance, the work speed, all of that stuff. And I don't know if this costs. Oh, and we can change it. We're going to do 2 because I don't want to have to have him do it again. So 2 times for this. Boom. That's going to get it all. And you're going to see it's going to start filling in. Now, the blue bar shows that when he completes the work, that's how much progress is done. So he has to do this twice. So the current project that he's on, he's going to finish it up to 66%. And then on the next one, he'll finish it off. You can see his work status for the current project, but that doesn't show the complete project. So for instance, it's I believe it's 10 minutes per piece, not total, but I may be wrong about that. And then, like I said, you can come out here, you can press control, you can click worker, and you can watch them do it. So yeah, it says 10 minutes to finish that up 2 times. And it's going to kind of process from there. Now, one of the other critical things is you're going to notice a yellow bar right here. This yellow bar basically is your worker's stamina. It shows how many times basically they can do things. Oh, sweet. You can see my little worker dude. What's up, bro? How's it going? That's my little potato farmer, I think. I may be wrong about that. Actually, I don't know where he's going. I have no idea. He's probably headed to my refinery. Either way, if you hold your cursor over here, you can see their speed of working, their movement, their luck, their stamina. Stamina is basically how hard they can work, or basically how many times they can work. So for instance, this goblin worker has a stamina of 8. That means he can do 8 projects before he has to get really, really drunk, basically. And I'm saying that not to be crass, but that's one of the ways you restore stamina. My giant, obviously 25, and then this little giant who's brand new, he's only got 10. So basically, when this yellow bar depletes, which it will after each task, what you'd want to do is they'll come back to, I guess, their lodging, which is up there. And basically you'll want to click recover. And then when you click recover, it will take the beer out of your inventory. I don't believe it works from your warehouse. I believe it has to be in your inventory. I may be wrong about that. It may be okay in your warehouse. You may have to try it. Either way, you click recover, and basically you want to check the ones you want to do. And then you click confirm, and notice how it took some of that and filled him up. And there you go. That's pretty much how you do that. So you can see we just completed one part of the license. So let's go ahead and pull this back up. Click here. Click there. Shipyard, manage crafting. And you can see my other guy has now stopped. So he's working on this. So what we're going to do is we're going to say, let's do 5 of these, 5 of those. The reason I'm doing 5 is I'm not doing the full set because I'm going to want to put both of them on there eventually. So we're going to go ahead and start him up, and he's going to start working, and he'll be going for probably the next, I'd say at 20 minutes a piece, I think is what it said. Yeah. So he's going to be busy for like the next couple hours. Well, about an hour and a half. So anyways, once you get the license all done and set up, it should kick out to your warehouse, and then you can deploy it. You'll want to register it with the dude down here, which I will show you guys here in just a sec. If you're doing the quest, then this will all kind of work its way out, because Crow right here, Croy, I'm not sure how you pronounce it, Croy or Crow. You can see that you need the ship license just to get going, but you can go to the wharf and you can register your ship right here, and it'll show up in the list, and then you can deploy it and take off sailing. So we will be covering all of that in our next guide, but I did want to show you guys how to basically build a boat, whether you want to do the quest or not. I would recommend doing the quests because, like I said, you're going to need the contribution points. You're going to need the stuff, and it kind of walks you through it step by step for the most part. It's not the most clear of stuff, but hopefully this video will kind of ease that up. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below. If you found this video helpful, please slap that like button. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next clip.